This is a Winchester 22 rifle, model 62A. I got it from my grandpa. It's a family heirloom. But rifles a lot like this are how the West was won. A lot of farmers and ranchers and lawmen and outlaws all carried weapons a lot like this in the Wild West. So when you see a movie like A Million Ways to Die in the West come out, especially when it's got a guy like Seth MacFarlane in it, who created Family Guy and the movie Ted, you kind of wonder, what kind of movie is a comedy Western gonna be like anyway?
Okay, so you're gonna take your right thumb, put it all the way to the left, cross it over, cradle it right in there, and then just extend it straight through your...
Like that?
Straight. Wow, you've never fired a gun before.
I have not. I own a gun.
With a guy like Seth MacFarlane involved, who created Ted and Family Guy, you know that a movie like A Million Ways to Die in the West is going to be full of funny parts and probably crude parts too. Well, at Reviews for the Rest of Us, we kind of feel like it's important to answer the three questions most normal people ask about a movie, which is, how was it? In other words, was it any good? Should I pay the money to go see it at the theater or wait till Redbox? And who should I see it with? So about that first question, how was it? It was all right. I'll be honest though, it was just all right. Especially if you have any kind of sensitivity to crude humor or crude gags, this probably isn't the movie for you. There's, well, frankly, calling them potty jokes is being nice. It's a little bit beyond that. A lot of sexuality in this movie, and the F word, the four-letter F word, is used more like an adjective or an adverb than being peppered in. So if you're sensitive to those kind of things, this is definitely not the movie for you. As far as should you spring for the money to see it in the theater, frankly, I wouldn't. This is a movie that, if you're going to see it at all, probably worth seeing on Redbox, at home, downloading off DirecTV, something like that. And if you are going to see it, who should you see it with? To be honest with you on this one, that's a tough one. Probably a teenager on up, at least 15, 16-year-old on up. Simply because if you are sensitive to your kids seeing sexual content and foul language, you're going to want to be careful about this movie. So what other movies might you consider this weekend? Since this one's been out a couple weeks and Jersey Boys wasn't available for screening, well, we can strongly recommend that you consider the movie How to Train Your Dragon 2. It's a lot of fun for parents and kids, and actually the movie with Tom Cruise, Edge of Tomorrow, not bad. But if you're going to go see it, definitely worth springing for 3D or D-Box. I hope you found that review helpful. If you want to connect with us more, you can find us on Facebook at Reviews for the Rest of Us, on Twitter, Reviews, the number 4, the rest, and on YouTube at Reviews for the Rest of Us. It would mean a lot if you enjoyed this video, if you'd share it with your friends and tell your friends about Reviews for the Rest of Us. Next week, we're going to review the movie that's born out of every little boy's imagination and almost every little girl gets dragged out to, Transformers 4: Age of Extinction, next week on Reviews for the Rest of Us.